In the last video, I showed you how to create repeating content in a Perch repeating region. In this video, I'm going to show you another way of repeating content that's more suitable for small amounts of content. So here we've got our repeating region, and we've got 2 items added. What I'd like to do is have a small set of links under each biography so that the content editor can add perhaps someone's Twitter URL, or their personal website, or some other information about them. Now to do this, the Perch Repeater tag is the perfect solution. I want to add my list of links here, just underneath the biography. So start by adding a Perch Repeater. Now this is a tag pair, so let's close that so we don't forget to. And it needs some attributes. So it needs an ID, which should be unique. And let's give it a label. This will show up in admin. And optionally, you can set the maximum number of things that can be added in your repeater. So let's say 5. So inside our repeater, we're going to have an unordered list. And that unordered list will have list items. It's the list items we want to repeat. We don't want to create multiple unordered lists. So I'm going to use the Perch Before and Perch After tags to wrap the opening and the closing tag of the list so that we only repeat the middle bit. So these tags are really useful and you can use them in any kind of Perch repeating content. So we say Perch Before, and before we do anything we want to output our list. And that has a class of links. And close that, and then we close our Perch Before. And then we need the closing tag, the closing UL, and so that's Perch After, and a closing UL. So there we go. Now we've got our repeater, and the repeater will put a UL class of links and a closing URL after. Now if there's no content in the repeater, it won't output these, so you won't end up with empty elements on your page. So now we've done that, we just need to add the content that the editor is going to add in, which is the list item. This is your URL. And then we'll need some text to say what that is. So there we go, we've got our repeater. And we've got before and after, and we've got the area that the admin's going to fill in. So we go back to our content and reload one of these team pages. And you can see we get this links list appears. And we can add an item. Once you've added all your items, you can save those changes. You can also drag and drop the items if you want to change the order of them. And then we can go back to the page and reload. And you can see that your links have started to appear. So that's repeaters, just another way to add content that repeats in Perch. It's suitable for small amounts of content. You don't want to stuff huge amounts of things in there. The interface is designed for little bits of content like this, sets of links, maybe a few images, or perhaps the rows in a table are all suitable things to be output using a repeater.